Over the past 10 years, I've been on a mission to build the ultimate touring vehicle. If you've been following along, you'll know I've been touring around in a lot of Land Cruisers. We had the 76 series, we had the fully worked 79, and then I found the American trucks and went to the dark side. A 1500, a 2500 dual cab through the States, and my latest, the single cab 2500. That was by far the best touring vehicle I have ever owned, but it wasn't perfect. So I'm at it again, and that's why we found this, a Ford F350. Yep, a Ford. I still can't believe I'm saying that out loud.
We got a Ford.
Last time you guys will have seen it, it was coming straight out of the shipping container and it was off to get converted to a right-hand drive. That was the first big step, and now it's back in its stock form, and we've got 3 weeks to turn it into the ultimate touring rig. Somehow, I've done it again. We've got a short time window before we take off on a monster trip. Let's rip into it. Well, no mucking around, guys. Straight to EC Off-Road. These guys have been building my touring rigs for the last 10 years. Now, what are we up to first? The tub, well, it's stripped straight off. That's going in the bin. Time to pull all the suspension out, and let's get it ready for what will be probably the biggest upgrade on this vehicle, the liquid spring suspension kit.
It's build time. We're back down here at EC. No mucking around, mate. We literally wheeled it straight out of the ATA conversion literally yesterday.
Yeah.
The tub is there, and today it's liquid springs.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, the boys are straight into it. Actually got 2 going on right now.
Yeah.
As you can see, fully stripped. We've already done the rust proofing on the chassis rails. The leaf springs gone. They're probably already in the bin. We don't want them.
No.
All the bracing goes on. No welding. A few holes get drilled in the chassis. Everything's obviously approved by Ford. Where we drill, all bolted up, torqued up. As you can see, 5-link setup in the rear wishbone. We've got the 2 trailing arms and obviously the big bridge over the diff.
Monster big trailing arms. Guys, industry leaders with liquid springs in Australia, and you can see them just rolling through the shed. How long till this sort of comes together? I'm surprised how quick it's going.
Yeah, the boys are smashing it. Probably another 2 days it'll be done. Struts will probably go in last. You can see the struts mount at the back here.
Yep.
They go down sort of under the diff there, on the back of that trailing arm to maintain that full articulation. So we have a bunch more flex, which would be cool for wheeling.
Yep. Come have a look at them. Let me show you the actual liquid spring or shock. Yeah, hydraulic shock? Strut. Get the wording right. Check this out. All right, guys, so leafs in the bin, shock in the bin, and this is it. 4 of these, 1 on each corner.
That's right, mate, and they are super strong, bloody heavy, so obviously it's filled with the silicone oil in here. There is an internal bump stop, so if anything was to ever happen and you did rip a hose off or whatever, that would just come down on the internal bump stop and allow you to drive. It's going to be uncomfy, but you'll certainly drive. There was a story the other day, the guys in the States, someone drove literally across America with their struts down, and it was all good. So you still drive, which is good, having those redundancies built in. This is going to handle all the load. They're designed to take basically 1 of these at each end for the full load, so very, very over-engineered.
Insane, guys, and once this all comes together, you'll start to see it, but in-cab controls, height adjustment, auto leveling. We'll show you the whole kit and caboodle once it goes in, but this is pretty much the peak when it comes to suspension in your new American truck vehicles.
It is certainly the best and the smartest.
Are we mentioning anything about 79s yet?
We can, yeah, we can. We just got back from doing a week of testing over there in Moab, and it was pretty amazing. I like them a little bit more now.
So stay tuned, Land Cruiser guys, because these will very shortly be coming for the Land Cruisers, which I think is going to blow up. Blokes being able to adjust is insane. What's the next steps from here on the F-Truck?
So the guys are going to rip in and do some pre-wiring for lights and bits and pieces, roof racks, winches, while they're doing liquid spring, just to speed it up a bit, and then go get the tray and canopy fitted, which is pretty cool. I'm keen.
It's going to come together very quickly, guys, but I'm pretty excited. Stay tuned. As soon as this is out and rolling, we'll give you another update, but shout out to the boys. They are ripping in.
Yeah, can't wait to see this one. Pretty cool.
She's going to be a wet. So guys, last time we were here, the steering wheel was on that side. Pretty cool. And I've had a bit of a look through. I'll give you guys a better look when it's not up on axle stands, but the dash is in and it is looking Absolutely incredible. All beautiful black leather trim. It's looking so good. I think I prefer the interior on this Ford to my Ram, but I just can't wait to get this thing and just go straight to the Golf. That's where we're taking it. I don't know if I've told you that yet, but we're going straight to the Golf. How bloody exciting. Now, the other thing I've got going on at the moment, come check this out, is of course, if we're gonna go up to the Golf and we're gonna do that long distance touring, need the long range tank. So we got the Brown Davis long range tank. This one's for a F250. Might need a little bit of cut and shut. We'll see how we go. This is the first F350 single cab in Australia. Fingers crossed, but that's the plan. Get the Brown Davis long range tank in when they finish the liquids, and then trade canopy, baby. Wait until you see what we've done with this trade canopy. I think it'll be one of the best setups you will ever see on an American truck, and I think it'll get copied flat out because we've sort of fixed one of the bigger fundamental problems with a tray canopy setup on an American vehicle. So I'm very excited to show you that, but it's all coming together. Let's go.
With the liquid spring suspension now installed, the vehicle is off to its second stop, and that is Off-Road Creative. I can't wait to show you what we've come up with these guys. A full new tray canopy will be getting installed, and we got a couple of other sneaky surprises from them, but you'll have to wait a little bit later on to find out what they are.
No mucking around, guys. The liquid springs have just gone in at EC Off-Road. We're straight around the corner, which is bloody convenient. We are here at Off-Road Creative. Now, over the past 3 to 4 months, we've been coming in and out of here designing our dream canopy build. We've seen so many different styles of canopy go through the EC workshop, and time again, we keep seeing the Off-Road Creative canopies roll through. The fit out is absolutely insane, so clean, so neat, and so practical. So we sat down and we come up with a couple of Australian firsts, world firsts. There's one major drama that I always had with my American truck and the canopy setup, and we fixed that on this vehicle. I guarantee you it is going to be a massive hit. If you're building an American truck, you're going to want this in there. So let's roll in now. It is in the workshop. They've got it all laid out on the shelves, all the bits and pieces that are coming together. I'm looking forward to seeing this come to life, guys, but it's here. It is at Off-Road Creative, and it's going to come together very quickly. Everything is done here in-house, right here at Yatala, from design through the cutting, folding, powder coating. We've done a brand new canopy setup, and we've also done a whole brand new bull bar design. So a couple of firsts here, but as you can see, the trucks in the background, they've got all your big Chevs, big Rams. They do all of your domestic dual cabs as well. Anything you can think of, and they are the best looking sort of canopies getting around. You guys will agree with it, but check it out. It is on the back, the single cab. Obviously ours is a little bit custom, being the fact that we are a single cab, but this will now be available from the team at Off-Road Creative. This is the bed for the tray, guys. This little section here is a sneak peek at one of the biggest, if not the biggest problem with American truck builds that we are fixing. So there's your little sneak peek. Behind here, you can see the canopy. We've gone with the black. We do have a little bit of colors coming through. You'll have to wait and see. Look at the size of this thing. This is why I went with the single cab. I still get my full length canopy, and then look how much room we've got on the back here. I still get my tray set up very similar to the Ram. My whole job setup is on the rack here. This is a little bit more of a sneak peek of what's going on. You're gonna have to use your imagination to find out what goes in here. All of our drawers, all the componentry, guys, it's all gonna start coming together very quickly. Let's grab one of the team and find out exactly where we're up to. All right, guys, we've grabbed Cameron, the sales manager, out of the office, mate. Now, look, we've been coming back and forth for the last couple of months trying to put this design together. Very exciting to see it all come together, hey?
That's super exciting, especially like you mentioned, we've got so much more new designs coming out, concepts that's going to kind of shake the whole industry of how canopies are designed and built. So we're super excited working with you guys. It's yeah, going to be a game changer for sure.
It is definitely going to be exciting. So this literally rolled in this morning?
Yes.
Yeah, this morning, and no mucking around.
No mucking around.
Where are you up to, and where does it go from here?
Time's of the essence. So chassis straight on, a bit of a sneak peek, as you mentioned before, full chassis mount here. Then you've got your canopy, so full-size canopy that we do on our normal 2500 series. A little bit of tray space just to maximize every bit of storage, just open space as we can there. And then full kit up the top here. So the guys will get this onto the chassis, start fitting out the internal fit out, and then kind of you really start seeing it come together from there as well. So
and guys, there's so many pre-existing options already. Obviously, we've made a few more options.
Just a couple.
Which you guys are gonna love. But the cool thing is, whatever you see here, you'll be able to roll in, sit down with the team, and you'll be able to build out your canopy to suit your needs, but you can pinch some of the cool ideas that we've done in here for your next build. We all know how high these vehicles sit, and we finally come up with a concept that I think is gonna make touring and living out of these vehicles day to day so much more practical and easy for that on the road life. But it should come together sort of in the next week, which is pretty wild. Full life time frames, ladies and gentlemen. we leave to go up north in a week and a half, which is ridiculous. But that sort of shows you where we're at. This is a 3-week build on this vehicle. We weren't going to really tell you the time frames, but it is what it is now. Well, under the pump, but mate, I appreciate you guys going ham on this one, and I think it's going to be a bloody good looking setup when we're done.
No, exactly.
And I can't wait to show you the intricacies and the bits and pieces in this canopy. It's next level. Thank you, mate. We'll drop in over the next couple of days, keep you guys updated, and getting very excited.
Awesome.
So while we're here, I'm just going to give you a quick look around. They got a couple of other pretty impressive builds floating around. Most of them coming out of this shop are pretty impressive, to be honest. And I'll show you a couple of things that I can let out of the bag while they're building it. But one thing you'll notice just by looking at the canopy, this one's obviously not finished either, guys, but it's just how clean and nice they're finished. Everything's flush, everything's hidden. On a lot of our canopies, we've had some open areas. You have all the gear jumping out at you when you open the canopy door. These are just such a nice finish. They really follow the body lines of the cab as well. The detail and just the angles on all the underbody toolboxes are super impressive. You can see all the 12 volt sits in there, all nice and clean, guys. All flush mounted panels here, which is absolutely beautiful. Even the way they finish the floor, you don't just have raw aluminium. You've got this really nice foam floor down there, which is going to protect it. Plus it just keeps it tidy, neat, finish. Look all the way through the whole canopy. You got your lighting. Of course, we've got our Eco X, that's getting snuck in there as well. Even just the front fascia panel, so all this is nice and neat and clean. Come for a look. We'll give you a quick squeeze of what accessories I can find. We've got a couple of boxes going on the back. These are pretty cool. So they're actually a torsion hinged. Couple of different variations. You can fit in here your jerry can for your tinny, which is cool, or you can put a chainsaw. I want to use this for the chainsaw. Now we have opted for twin boxes with the spare tyre. We've done something pretty unique with the spare tyre, which will act like a bit of a ladder to get up into, of course, the Bush Company. You'll have to wait and see that, but that's another brand new design. I love not having to set up a separate ladder. If I can just sneak up the back, straight onto here and into bed, I'm all about simple, easy, and the least amount of things I have to do to go to bed and cook and clean is what I'm after. Whether we run the twins or not, we have opted for twin. It's about 6 bolts. If I want to take it off to have more tray space, I've got that option there. If you come have a squeeze over here, check this out. Even the attention to detail, this is going to be on our 12 volt panel. This is going to be all perspex, nice and clear. You'll be able to see what's going on. Nice little plug for red arc there, guys. What else we got? This is our fancy little number. This is a custom kitchen, slide out kitchen that we've designed. So I'm not gonna tell you too much about what's going on here, but just a couple of products that I've used over the years in different builds. I've sort of taken a bit from the 79, a bit from the 76, the Ram in America and Australia, and I've just taken all the best bits and I wanted to build the ultimate canopy. That's what we were trying to achieve with this. And I think we've hit the nail on the head. We've got some really nice little Rock 20s lights that you'll see that are gonna brighten up the whole entire kitchen. Obviously all our red arc gears here. We've got the big winch going up the front and we've got a rear winch in this as well. We toyed with not doing a rear winch, but we pretty much use a rear winch more than we use a bloody front winch on these vehicles, towing boats, Skull Dragon tinnies up. Uniden going up on front on the brand new bar. You're gonna have to wait and see this brand new bar. Underbody, toolbox drawers, bits and pieces. It's all coming together. While we're here, sneak peek at what's going on with our 12 volt system. Now, we have pretty much got this system dialed. We've been running a very similar system
for the past 3 touring vehicles. This one's no different, guys. Full red arc system, except we got some of the new goodies. We got the TVMS Prime Red Vision system, guys. That's an 80 amp power control module with the 30 amp battery manager system. Now we're topping that up. We have got the brand spanking new BCDC Alpha 100. This thing here will draw a massive 100 amps an hour. Now, what that allows us to do, not that we're modifying our batteries, same as what we had in the last truck, guys, 200 amp lithium batteries, so 400 amps of lithium in total. But what it means is you're charging straight off the alternator into these things at 100 amps an hour. 4 hours of driving and you're from 0 back to 100, which is insane. It just means you can drive the car for an hour that day, put another 100 amps in, that'll give you couple days sitting out there, which is pretty wild. In the back here, guys, we've got a pure Synwave. We've gone the big dog, the 3000 watt. I'll give you more of a look as all this goes in, but that gives you an idea of what's going on. 400 amps of lithium, all on the Red Vision display, charging at a minimum of 100 amps an hour, linked up with the new TVMS Prime. Yes, yes, it's coming together. This is accumulation of 10 years of touring knowledge, 5, 6 different vehicles all jammed into one package to find out if this is going to be the ultimate tourer. Do we go back to a Ram or do we try something else, or is the Ford it? Is this it? Only one way to find out. Build it, drive it, break it.
All right, guys, speaking of building American trucks, last month, guys, we gave you the opportunity to win the ultimate Outback icon, the old school Land Cruiser. This month, we figured it was only fitting that we went American, and we're giving away a vehicle that I've always dreamt of owning. We've given away a couple of F-150s. We are now doing it. Finally, here it is, the Bronco. That's right, you know the drill by now. Support us, we support you. Every item from the online store, guys, is an entry. And this week is one of your last weeks to grab a flano as well. $10 from every flano going straight to the Farm Angels to support our farmers, guys. So there's not too many flanos left. You guys are absolute legends. We've raised a couple of $1,000s to go to the Farm Angels, and that tally is only growing. But get over there, check out the latest Bronco, and thank you very much for all the support on the online store.
Right, so I told you we're coming down the next day. I'm just gonna try and give you guys as many updates as possible. Front little bar's off, sits so low, ridiculous, but the bar is next door. It's all getting fabbed up as we speak. It'll go into powder probably early next week, ready to go. I'm gonna go full black with that. Not a lot of updates here. As we sneak over here, they've pulled the whole tray section off the back, guys. It's a whole new flush mounting latching system that these guys have done. They had it powdered up. They weren't 100% happy with it, so they're having another go, redoing it all. This will be their new tray system moving forward. So it's all in raw. They're happy with it now. This will all head back over there, powder half a day. It'll be good to go, but it's looking good. Nice little dovetail at the back here. It's gonna look bloody good. And then the boys are getting rigged for power. Oh, holy. Check that out. Oh, that's sick. Just look how neat it's all coming together. Wow. They literally just whacked that in. I haven't seen that. This is the first time I'm looking at it. So the full power system will go in today. Little side lights are going in, and we should start seeing bits and pieces like the kitchen will start going in. The whole canopy will be on the back. The tray will get dropped on. The bar should be all fully fabbed up. So it's going to come together very quickly, but let's go. All right, guys, update. We are back down here at Off-Road Creative and things are kicking off. Come have a look. It's starting to look a little bit more like the dream and the vision at the moment. Canopy is on. We got the underbody toolboxes there. Look at the size of this. You pick up such a massive storage box, being the single cab, and then we've got a nice big rear box. That one is probably going to be all recovery gear, tools, bits and pieces, that bottle jack that we always take away. This one is going to have a nice little, I think I just grabbed an ARB compressor. We've got a nice little twin compressor set up, and we got the Apex design hoses from American Garage going in there. We're bloody excited to be able to just pull a hose out and go and pump everything up. I'm also trying to put a little valve system in there where I can set the tire pressures just like you're at a servo, run around and pump all the tires up. But as the canopy goes on, guys, have a look at this. This is the difference between high-end canopy builds and not high-end. Is that the right way to word it? But guys, look, we got the twin 200 amp hour lithium red arc batteries mounted
in there and have a look at this whole canopy wall. The BCDC Alpha 100 sitting here. We've got the Manager 30 unit in there, the big 3000 watt pure Synwave inverter. We've got the Red Vision system here, guys. Very similar setup to what we've run in all of our vehicles. We've got a couple of fuses going on here that controls and everything runs through so that you can see exactly what's going on that Red Vision screen, which will be mounted over the other side. We've got the water pump in here as well. So all the tanks are wired in. We've got our filler straight in, and then pretty cool. I like the way this happens. Every now and again, a pump will fail. It's rare, and sometimes it happens sporadically, but we've got a pump feed on one side, so we can actually push a button, have running water, and then on the other side, we've just got a tap, a gravity feed, which is a very, very handy redundancy. I didn't have the redundancy on my last truck, and it caught me out a couple of times. Normally, it's pretty easy fix, but it's nice to have that redundancy. They got the nice little rack going up on top. We're gonna be whacking a Bush Company straight on there. The tray side should be going off to powder very shortly. These are those rear boxes we're talking about. This is pretty cool too. They've actually got, you will have seen, typically you've got a flap on one side. That's your inlet when you want to charge the canopy when you've got 240 at a caravan park or when you're trickle charging in the shed. But this side's got an outlet on the tray, which is pretty bloody cool. Literally plug a power cord in there and I can go and charge the caravan straight off this whole unit. We're gonna have plenty of solar, plenty of power, so I can charge the caravan, I can charge camera gear, lighting, whatever we want to do. As you can see on this side, pretty cool seeing the whole concept come together. We've disguised this whole kitchen setup. Literally, it'll just look like a toolbox door, and then bang, out will come the whole entire kitchen, which looks a little bit like this, Mr. Cameraman. This is sort of the first look I'm giving you. Induction cooktop and a nice big sink. So you can just imagine sliding that out and having a full kitchen setup right on the back of the truck, right next to the pantry, an upright fridge. That's going to be very cool. That was sort of the main thing I wanted to modify and change on this build, was have a kitchen setup that was practical and easy. The last setup I had, it was pretty bloody good, to be fair, but there was a lot of moving parts and a lot of different slides, and it was still up. Probably this much too high. All right if you're Kale and you're 9 foot tall, but I'm only 7 foot, so it doesn't actually cut the cheddar. Then here, guys, we've got another little setup. This is cool. This is actually really cool. Probably our most favourite meal to cook for lunch on the road is a ham cheese toastie. So we've got a whole entire ham cheese toastie, toasted sandwich spot. Look at that, drop down, toastie goes in. There's a little bit of rubber matting up there. Not too many people, I think, have a toasted sandwich spot. You can grill me in the comments for that, no pun intended. That's probably a bit of a wank, but very cool, and I can tell you, we'll use that just about every bloody day. The front toolbox here, this is a really cool design, guys, and something very different. On most of your canopies, you'll have your def and your fuel filler right here, up nice and high. This picks up the factory hoses, so sometimes you get a bit of an issue with all the aftermarket hosing and the flow rates and bits and pieces. Factory, right here, drop the toolbox down, straight in, keeps this all nice and clean, which I'm absolutely stoked. Got a nice little storage hatch, simple little door on there. I can chuck more bits and pieces up in top, and then just more storage underneath. That'll all be hidden by a nice little door that'll just fold out. Neat, tidy, simple, practical. The boys have got the kitchen all getting folded up at the moment, but there's a little update. One other thing we got going on is the Bullbar, the brand new Bullbar that'll go on the front. We wanted something that was full front end protection. All well and good to have a nice pretty bar with a little hoop and a couple of spotties, but our first trip's 8,000 kilometres up through the Gulf, up into Arnhem Land. We will be doing a lot of night driving up there, and one thing that we found up there is plenty of roos. Not only roos, emus running out in front of the car, cattle, you name it. So we wanted a proper bull bar, not something was just pretty. So let's go next door and let's have a look at the brand new bar. All right, so we're just leaving the other shed just for a bit of fun. What I went and actually did then, which I just was interested for my own knowing, I wanted to know how much shorter the single cab actually is than a dual cab. So we measured this one that's got a, pretty standardized tray canopy setup on the rear. You're looking at 600 mil shorter the single cab than the dual cab. So it's not a lot, but most of it is between the axles in that ramp over there. So I feel like it makes a massive difference. Even towing a large boat, I like it being a little shorter, just when you're trying to maneuver everything. However, I don't have any kids, so I've got that luxury. If you've got kids, well, you're probably in a dual cab. Anyway, there's just a bit of knowledge for you as we cruise over from the fit out shed to the manufacturing. Looks like they got a bit of welding, sanding, and we got the powder coating going on over here. Bars absolutely everywhere. Very excited to see this bar. Let's go. No. Cheers, big boy. Yeah, that thing will knock a few roos on there, huh? Yeah. Have a look at the size of this bar. I am actually blown away. I wanted something that was going to stand out, be a bit of a statement piece, but also suit the size of the vehicle. So we've gone with the larger tube. It is a 3-inch tube, guys, which really gives it the presence that I think the front of an F350 should have. And then the boys have just done their own thing to make it all sort of tie in and look pretty, and it's better than I could have expected. So you've got the big 3-inch tube all the way through. We got these flat mount sections on the front. There is a bar that's gonna run through the middle here with a light bar, and then I'll have my 3 beast lights on the front. Little infill section at the bottom down here with the winch cradle underneath. Couple of spotties in the side. Tell you what, this is just an absolute work of art. Even the angles, I really like how you've got the front bar completely following all the lines. I can't wait to see this thing powder coated up with all the spotties. I think this is going to set the whole truck off, to be honest. If you have an F-truck, get excited. You can now go and buy these from Off-Road Creative. How good? Let's get out of the way and let them finish it, but it's coming up nice, eh? Mate, I'm that excited for that bar, eh? Powder coat coming up next.
Yeah, powder coat up next, so it's being the first prototype, it's going to look absolutely epic on this truck. So she's definitely a big bar, but it's got to suit a big truck as well.
Well, I think everyone under designs their bars for the front of the American trucks. They're starting to use 50mm tube. It's a bloody bigger truck. The 3-inch tube looks absolutely epic. So what gets done in here? I see the boys are welding, all the folding, everything's here, hey?
Yeah, everything we do all in-house, from a flat piece of alley or steel, all done in-house. So literally from the laser cutting to the folding to the sanding, welding, powder coating, painting, all in-house by us.
I tell you what, guys, it's pretty bloody impressive to see, and it's one of those workshops that you can eat off the floor, which is pretty cool. Here's your other bar design, just for anyone that wants a little bit of a look. So that was obviously the standard, I don't even know what you call these bars, like a...
Yeah, so it's just more like we do our low hoop style bar in alloy. So it keeps that nice factory style of looking, but having a bull bar on there with hoop and spotlights and winches as well.
Oh, look, personally, I think these are a fabulous looking bar, and it makes a lot of sense. But when you're doing the proper touring, late nights, long roads through the middle of the outback, that extra protection is a bit of a must, eh? So I think it should be a pretty popular bar. If you're a Ford owner, are you going to roll that style out in the sheds and Rams?
Definitely will do. So start off with the Ford 250, 350, and then we'll slowly roll that out into all the 2500 series models and kind of see how it goes from there.
Happy days. All right, guys, well, we're going to get out of here. We'll come back in the next day or two. We'll see more of the Canopy fitted out. Can't wait to see that bar powder coated.
Oh, yeah.
She's coming together. Let's go. Well, we've just rolled back in the next day again at Off-Road Creative. Tommy's first squiz.
This is sick.
It's looking good, eh?
Oh my God.
I know.
The ARB compressor.
Perfect, compressor's in.
So that's going to be so handy.
That's so actual, yeah. Guys, if you're looking for a hose rig up, the Apex Designs, look at that, straight in there. Yeah. I've got the rear all finished up now. Look at that, couple of flush mount light force lights at the back when you're in reverse. The new aftermarket headlines. Winchy in the bottom there, boy.
Carbon in the back.
And check this out. Oh, we're on, boys. That is sick. This is what we wanted to fix on the American trucks. Having your big dropout come out here, that is typically as low as you can get anything coming out of a Canopy setup. So we've picked up a solid 200mm lower in the kitchen. I was keeping the surprise to the end, but far too excited, guys. We've managed to have a whole entire kitchen slide out of one of the underbody toolbox drawers. Do you know how easy this is? Little roadside stop, slide this out, get your bloody pan out, couple of snuggies. Watch this get copied 1,000 million times. I threw the dirty word game changer around in the last video, which is a word obviously hated by the whole industry, but
it's so true.
That is next level. To have an American truck, you watch all these other ones wheeling out of here. Liquid springs, guys. Push a button,
car gets lowered down, and a full kitchen setup sliding out like a bloody caravan. This is better than a caravan.
It's all central locked as well, so everything will be central locked. So as soon as you unlock your
Oh,
car,
of course, true.
this will slide out, so no one can just rock up and slide it
all
out.
yeah.
And the wheels arrived today, so we're going. The wheels and tyres are going to go get fitted up at EC on Thursday.
Yeah, the
morning.
40s. Yeah.
Oh, don't upset me like that. We have only gone 37s. We ummed and ahed. I wish we had 40s going on.
You're more of a P plater than I am.
Yeah. But the 37s will give it the right stance, and it's actually going to give us the reliability that we're chasing out of this sort of build.
Yeah.
We'll save the 40s for when we do version 2 build on the 76.
All right.
All right, guys, let's sneak next door and see if we can just give Tommy a quick little sneak peek at this bull bar. This car's going to be elite. It's got a lot of expectation to live up to try and be anything as good as my Ram. So the verdict is well and truly not out yet, but from all accounts, it's got more power out of the box.
Yeah.
It'll drive better with the liquids. It'll tow better with the liquids.
I'm not going to speak too soon. I'm gonna
Starting
say,
to
but it's
look
starting
better
to
than the
look a little
Ram.
bit better than
Close.
the Ram.
The Canopy is already better
The
than the
Canopy's
Ram. Canopy's
way better.
I'm keen to see it all come together. The car just needs the wheels and tyres.
Yeah,
on.
that's it. That is it.
Once you get the wheels and tyres on, you'll get the full vibe of what the car's actually going to look like. So the ROH has arrived at our shop today. Let's get Tommy's reaction first time he sees it. How good. Yeah, so the front winch, this is the little front cradle, 20,000 pounder going in.
Yeah, right.
And then 16,000 in the rear, so
Plenty of winch.
she's a big car.
Plenty.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
That's a bar.
That is a bar, man.
That is a bar.
Holy. It's a lot of tube.
That's a lot of tube.
Sick.
Oh, and then it's got that nice little infill bit too, eh?
Oh, I like that.
And there's another bar here, Tommy, that runs from there to there with a light bar, and then we got 3 spotties across the top.
Yeah, right.
But how nice is it to
I
break
love the
that
cross.
hook up?
Yeah. That breaking that hoop up with that crossbar through the middle there. Like, if that wasn't there, it would look
silly.
way out of proportion.
Yeah.
But that is a good way to tie it in, and having that crossbar there too, you're not interfering with any of the headlights either, eh?
No.
Like that.
Plus, you're actually properly protecting the headlights.
Yeah, true.
Well done, team.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well
everybody.
done. That's a bull bar. Well, this is getting powder coated, so next time you see it, it'll actually be on the car. So we'll drop in tomorrow morning. I'll come back tomorrow. All right, legends, we are back at Off-Road Creative. We've dropped in this morning. We're on our way to the Brizzy Caravan Show.
We are.
Our new 16-footers there, plus the full Sky RV range. But this morning, the bar is powder coated and it's going on the truck, and we were not going to miss it. So let's go have a suss. Oh, it's a monster. It is a monster. Ford owners, get excited. Put your orders in right now. There you go, mate. How good's this thing? That's a bull bar. How good. That's actually sick. That's what a bull bar on an F truck should be. We've got a black Ford badge going on, and then we're going to black out the Super Duty. But have a look at that. Oh, that's sick, eh?
That's so sick.
So stoked. Big 20,000 pound carbon in the front there. And then we still got light bar, 3 spotties, 2 little spots down there on each side. Well done, team. Well done. How good. I'm glad we dropped in to see that.
The
That's
Rooftop 4000 is looking
the
bloody
Rooftop 4000. That's what it's going to be officially named.
Unbelievable, man.
We got the mighty roller today, by the way. So once we get that all rigged up properly, the flares on and the big wheels on, that thing is going to be
Yeah,
elite.
it's going to be sitting well in proportion. Like it'll be sitting staunch.
Oh yeah,
It's going to be sitting staunch.
Oh, it's different. We always
yeah.
like to build something slightly different to the Explorer Life. It's the very first single cab in Australia, the very first bar and the kitchen setup.
Yeah,
So
true.
I think we've designed something that's super practical.
Super practical and unique.
Can't wait to get it up the Gulf and see how she goes. There's going to be a few things that aren't done. We're not going to have any of the tune, airbox, snorkel, and there's a few other components that won't get done in time for this trip, but we'll call it the shakedown trip. And then stay tuned for Build 2.0 because there's a few other stupid things I might do. See what happens.
It's going to be cool.
Righto, off to the show.
Righto.
No Explore Life vehicle is completed without a full off-grid camping setup, and the next one on the list, well, you guys should have a pretty good idea of where we're going. It is the Bush Company. We're going up there to get a bed and some shade. We've got the brand new AX27 rooftop tent going on, guys. This has been my favorite touring tent for the past sort of 4 or 5 years now. And of course, it matches perfectly with the 270 XT Max awning. It is the perfect combination, but we're not stopping there. There's one other sneaky modification.
Hey guys, well, Dean here. So Matty's running around trying to get stuff done for the other build on the extras off of Nav's car, which was here yesterday. Today, the big F350, it's rolled in straight from Off-Road Creative. And I must be honest, the Canopy, guys, you did a sterling job. Yeah, it is a beautiful piece of kit. Anyway, Bush Company side. So, then chatting with Matty, he's been using our AX27 for probably close to 7 years now. Gone with it again. So the latest version of the AX27. So the plan is to fit that on top of the Off-Road Creative Canopy. So we are loading on 3 Crossrails east-west bars of Unistrut channel, and our tent's going to fit perfectly onto the top of that, which is nice. A couple of solar panel load bars, and we're going to fit 2 200-watt panels on there, so 400 watts of solar, which is heaps. That's going to give you a decent 20 to 22 amps, which is more than enough to run 2 fridges, plus give you an additional, say, 8 amps additionally to replenish the battery. We're going to be running a 270 XT Max awning. That's the biggest awning we have on the left side of the vehicle. That is going to give us huge coverage down the side to fit everyone under. And with the new kitchen pull-out on the Off-Road Creative drawer system there, it's actually going to cover the kitchen really well. One more thing is come and have a look down here. So other than the Bush Company's organizers and a few of our deluxe toiletry bags and so on, we've got these really handy dining sets. Now, we've seen these, and Matt's seen these heaps of time on my 70 series cruises, both of them. Also part of our Africa series. We had them in the vehicle over there. This is our Canopy dining set, 6-person. So it covers 6 glasses, 6 mugs, sharp knives and forks, and these fantastically large plates. Now, the nice thing with these, when you are around a campfire and sitting and eating on your lap, you don't have to have your legs closed really tight together. It's a massive plate with a raised lip. So perfect for meat, all those juicy steaks. You don't get all that sauce dripping everywhere. So this is going in to a spot which was designed, and Matty worked with Off-Road Creative. He said, guys, I want that in there. So that's in the kitchen. Let's get into it. We've got a big day ahead of us, so let's go. Well, that's one extra piece of the puzzle done. We've got the tent on there, the awning, everything's set up. Man, it's not looking too bad, I must say. It looks like some bloke skipped leg day a few times. Matt, you're definitely going to need some bigger wheels and tires. Hopefully, this is going to be heading out right away down to EC Off-Road. Boys are going to be smashing over the weekend. Yeah, hopefully get some bigger wheels and tires. Definitely time for some proper BFs. Let's go.
Let's go. My God. Right, she's all hands on deck. Minus 2 days till lift off.
Yeah.
But this is where we're up to. Roof rack is getting ruzzed up at the moment. We got a couple of max tracks going on here. We got the Gorilla mount going on for our Starlink. 37 on the back. It's finally starting to tickle my fancy. The fit out of this canopy is just
Have they seen this yet?
insane.
Not properly?
Not finished. No, not in this form. Have a look at it.
Gee whiz.
We got the ROH is on, guys. So this is their new Super Duty wheel for all you Ranger owners or Ford F250, 350. We can get an ROH in the Black Assault. I'm running the 13.5-inch BFGs. We got the tint going on now. Tint man's going hard. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. That looks way better. Wheels on the front. It's still got some flares to go on. The flares will fix that little bit of poke and tie into the bar. We've got one more spotty that needs to go on here.
And the black badge, eh?
Yeah, Dom's painted up the bar. And we got some Super Duty black stickers going in here to break it up. And then the roof rack will go on. But it's come along. Wheels just changed the whole thing.
They do, definitely. Last time we seen it, it actually
I was still stressing.
didn't look great.
No, it didn't look good at all. I was like, oh, it's always, when you put a big heavy bar on the front without big wheels, they look stupid. Now look, we have decided to make a few changes to the Off-Road Creative bar. We're going to tighten this up a little bit, and we're actually going to lift this front hoop as well. So that's the best thing about Off-Road Creative team. We put it on. It's their very first hoop bar on an F truck. And we've got about 5 changes we're going to make. So this is the prototype bar. You can go and put your order in, but the production bar will be even better.
Better. Yeah, that's
which is wild. This thing's bloody gold, eh?
Yeah, you get a little bit of R&R. Come in, get it on the car, see what it looks like.
R&R or R&D?
R&D.
A little bit of rest and relaxation.
I wish we had some of that.
Yeah, we need some of that.
Make changes. We can see what it looks like now.
Yeah. Most people would probably just say, no, it's perfect the way it is, but there's a few tweaks we want to do. That's pretty cool. So we're going to modify that. But for this trip, we're laughing. I can't wait to see that roof rack go on. We've got 8 strikers running along the top there. So that's going to tie in that sort of gap between the rooftop and that. Looks way better now, the painted door.
That door as well.
Looks good. There's a couple of things that we haven't managed to get done that I'll run through. There's a few important ones. Bush wraps. We've just run out of time. Unfortunately, there's a solid 2 days in getting this all bush wrapped. So normally we always say get bush wraps before you go on a trip, and it'll save your car. This time we're going to show you the effects of not having bush wraps on a car on my brand new paint job. It's she's a fair pill to swallow. I don't really know what to do about that, but it is what it is. We're out of time. It is Monday afternoon right now. We've got Tuesday for wheel alignments, decals, stickers, and packing to leave Wednesday morning. We got the flares on, which are looking really good. We got the EC mud flaps. We got the Uniden communications in. The boys are just wiring up a little bit more power for the spotties. We've got the nice new painted Ford badge here, looking super pretty. Shout out to Dom. We'll have the black Super Duty stickers going on shortly. So the roof rack is what we're prepping at the moment. Check this out. EC Off-Road roof rack. They do these for all the Fords and Rams. Looking good. We got a set of Max Tracks. That'll be 4 Max Track Extremes. We've got a bracket here that I'm going to break. The Gorilla mounts, that's going straight up on top. So we'll have Starlink everywhere we go. And the boys have just custom made a bracket now for all. We got 8 of the strikers along the front. They're going to sort of sit in there like that, which should really tie in the whole front end. I did strikers up on the front of the 76, the giveaway Sandy one, frothed it. Should look the good. Fucking sick. I'm actually very, very happy with the Ford. When you're building a truck of this caliber, you've got a bit of an idea in your head, but you get a bit nervous as you're going along. You don't know if the colors are gonna right. It's not the color paint that I ever anticipated this truck to be. Originally, the car was supposed to come white. It was a whole ordeal. We ended up with a gray one. No dramas. It worked well, and it's what managed to get it here earlier, which is why I changed. But I was gonna paint it, but we didn't have time to paint it. So we've just done what we can, but I really do think it's coming along nicely, this color. It matches sort of the 76. Gonna have 2 real black and graphite vehicles, which is pretty bloody cool. So, and guys, I can't wait to show you this full canopy setup. The canopy on this thing is out of control. Stay tuned for the full walkthrough, but wow.
She's done 3 weeks. A lot of late nights and a deadline we nearly didn't make, and I can't believe it, but the F350 is ready. Well, ready enough anyway. Next episode, guys, we're going to take you for a full tour of the new setup. Everything we've changed from the Ram and everything we've kept. Then we're taking this thing on its first proper trip. We're going north, boys and girls, up to the Gulf country, then making our way all the way up to a spot I've been dying to get to for years. And that's when you're going to see everything that this build is actually capable of. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Let us know in the comments, what do you think of the new build? Did I go over the top? Is there anything I missed? What would you have changed? I think this could be the best touring vehicle we have ever built. I appreciate all you guys watching, guys. Stay tuned next week for the full walk around video. And guess what? We do it while we're up north. Till next time, guys, whether you're in a $10,000 Hilux or you're in a full touring rig, just put the keys in that ignition, get out there and live the Explorer.